Welcome to the What is a Library Database tutorial. You may already know that most libraries subscribe to several online databases. Maybe your instructor has asked you to look at a library database as part of an assignment. But what is a library database? And how can it help you with your research? This tutorial will cover what you can expect to find in library databases. It will go over some of the differences between what is available on the free web and what is available through library databases. And it will discuss when you should use library databases. Now let's talk about the difference between the free web and library databases. For many people, searching the internet is the first stop for conducting any sort of research. You can find a lot of useful stuff by searching Google, but not everything is available on the free web. Anyone with the right equipment can post online. Some materials on the free web may have been reviewed by an editor, but many things have not been reviewed at all. Materials in library databases have either gone through the peer review process or have been reviewed by a professional editor or content provider. The free web contains information on any topic, so sometimes it can be hard to find exactly what you're looking for. Library databases, on the other hand, are often tailored toward a specific audience or they deal with a specific subject. This can make searching a little bit easier. On the free web, you can find up-to-the-minute information. Since there's no formal review process, people can publish information on the web as it happens. Often, older information is not readily available on the free web. Library databases may contain both older information and current information. Some databases have articles over 100 years old. Because of the formal review process that materials in library databases undergo, they may not contain the most recent information. While information on the general web can be accessed freely by anyone with an internet connection, the information in library databases must be paid for and is not available on the free web. Generally, public and academic libraries pay for database subscriptions and provide access to you, the users, for free. Now let's talk about where you can access some of the databases. Even though database materials cannot be found by simply searching the internet, you can still access them online through your library website. What are the two ways to access databases through our library website here at Marymount California University? Through the catalog and through the eResources link. This means you don't have to necessarily be in the library to do research with these databases. In fact, you can access them from home, on vacation, or even on the beach. You can use the library website to access library databases, and all you need is your MyMarymount username and password. Now let's talk about library database contents. When you're looking at a library database, what exactly are you searching? Most library databases provide access to, if not hundreds, then thousands of magazines, newspapers, or journals. Each of these newspapers, magazines, and journals contain a variety of articles. When you look at the examples below, such as the Journal of American Medical Association, or The Economist, or the New York Times, we'd be able to find a variety of articles for each journal or publication through the library catalog. Now let's talk about finding articles online. When comparing library database articles versus articles found online, it's important to look for direct access to full text of an article. When looking on the example on the left of library databases, we see on the right-hand upper side that there is a link to full text in the ProQuest Research Library database. Now, if we look to the right example of my search on the web for the Journal of Psychology, we see that no full text is linked, and in fact, the publisher is asking us to pay $86 to access the article. It's important when looking for articles to distinguish the difference between library database articles that have already been paid for versus articles found on the web that require you to pay for them. Also, remember to always look at citation information. If you're searching on the web and you come across an article that you like or think could be used for your research need, but you run into the fact that you have to pay for it through some outside provider, try to take down or take note of the citation information. Then you can take that, input it in the library databases, and chances are you'll be able to find that article for free. Now let's talk about database types. A database such as Academic Search Premier is a very broad database because it offers over 4,700 full-text journals, book reviews, newspapers, conference proceedings, and much more. It covers a variety of topics from literature to world history to medical sciences and even the natural sciences. When we look at a specific example of a database, we can see the National Newspaper Corps. It offers the most read and respected papers in the United States, including local, regional, and national newspaper articles. However, it only offers newspaper articles. You also want to pay attention to targeted specific sorts of audience that can usually dictate the type of material that's available. When we're looking at the National Newspaper Corps, we see that the majority of the articles are targeted towards college or university level undergraduate students with more general readership. If we're looking at the broad database of Academic Search Complete, we're seeing a more sophisticated and more professional targeted audience, such as medical professionals or scientists. When to use library databases? How about when searching for articles in a magazine, newspaper, or journal? If you're doing any sort of scholarly research or research for an assignment, chances are you're going to need to look at a library database. If you're looking for information on a specific topic, a library database that covers that topic can help you with what you're looking for. This includes scholarly research or peer-reviewed sources that you might be looking for, and as well as discipline-specific or audience-specific information. And finally, remember that when you're using library databases, you're accessing credible sources on a scholarly topic. If you have any questions, remember that you can contact a librarian. You can also check out the library's website for hours and contact information.